Alright, we're recording. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Me-Anie, and this video is going to be very direct, and I hope that anyone that watch it and you have anything to say, you're feeling some... I hear my stomach growling? This is some bull. But basically, if you watch this video and you feel some type of way, I urge you to leave a comment, because I'm trying to get some info and some feedback on what we're going to be talking about for another viewer. She asked me a question and I felt as though I can answer it, but only within certain limits, because, alright, basically this is it. I went to go watch Precious last night, and I stated that when I was there, someone had the audacity to bring their kids with them, and by kids I mean like young children, not you know, teenagers. They were between the ages of 4, no older than 7. They brought them in to watch this movie, and I felt some type of way about this. Like, I felt so appalled, because this is such a strong, this movie has like such a strong message that I don't think kids should really, you know, be watching and learning about this at that age. So her question to me basically was, you know, my daughter is 14, and excuse me, her daughter is 14, and she wants to know, do I think it's appropriate for her to take her daughter to go see it, because her daughter wants to see it. This is where I'm saying, like, if you guys have any feedback, go ahead and leave it so we can get her some answers, and anybody else that's watching and, you know, have similar questions or inquiries about, you know, taking their kids to go see this movie. Me personally, I don't have any kids. Come on now, I'm trying to do a video. Me personally, I do not have any kids, so I don't know what it's like to raise a child. I know what it's like to live with one, unfortunately, but I don't think I would take my child to go see that movie if they're 14. I want to say maybe 16, 17, yes, and it also depends on the maturity level of your child, because they all, you know, mature at different ages, and they can handle certain things better than another child their age might be able to handle. But personally, I would say no. And the reason I say this is because they do have a lot of scenes in the movie where it's very, very disturbing. It's really disturbing to a normal, well, I can't say normal, who's really normal, but it's very disturbing to people who are 26, 27 and older. As I was watching the movie, my friend next to me, like, she was cringing, oh my god, I can't watch this movie. And I could really see, like, it was bothering her and some other people. Like, I started tearing up at one point in the movie at some of the stuff that Precious, her mom, was saying. And it, to me, I wouldn't. Like, I definitely wouldn't. I remember when I first came up here to Philly from Barbados, and I watched The Color Purple, and the scene where Danny Glover is having sex with his wife, the little girl, like, that, I couldn't take it. I don't know what I was thinking watching that movie. I didn't know what I was going into, basically. But for the longest time, I hated Danny Glover. I hated him because at that age, I wasn't able to separate Danny Glover as a person from the character that he was playing. So every time I would see him in another movie, I'd just be like, oh, son of a bitch. Like, I hated him. And it wasn't for like a good few years, maybe 3 or 4 years later, where I really understood, like, okay, this is just a character that he's playing. Even though I was old enough to know character, real person, fiction, real life, it was so real that I was not able to separate Danny Glover from the character that he was playing. So for the longest time, like I said, I every time I saw him, I just cringed, and I was just so mad, like, oh my god, I don't believe what he did in that movie. And I wouldn't say it scarred me, but it left, like, it just definitely left some kind of impact on me, as where I was like, oh my god, I do not like him. And okay, my camera died, so I'm gonna wrap this up. where I left off was just basically saying, if I'm correct, that these movies ultimately can leave an impression on you, whether it's positive or negative, and it's up to you to take from it what you need, leave what you don't need behind, and, you know, grow and learn from it. I don't know if a 14-year-old is going to be able to do that because they haven't been through that much in life, you know, for them to be able to separate what they're going to see. Even grown people might not be able to, you know, separate what they're going to see in this movie. So I don't think she's prepared mentally to see this movie. But then again, I don't know, you know, how mature your child is. I'm just going from basic 14-year-old, I would say no. But if anyone else, you know, if you agree with me, disagree with me, feel free to leave your comments and rate, you know, say whatever it is that's on your mind. I don't just want you guys to watch the video and, you know, just go to the next video. If you watch this video, I urge you to leave a comment because I want to get as much feedback as you guys are willing to give so we can get an answer for, you know, this one viewer in particular. I think her name is like Joanna, or let's see, I can't remember it right now. Can't remember, or I don't know how to say it. But for this viewer, we want to get as much feedback and try to get your opinions on what you think about this movie. So go ahead, leave your messages, your comments, let me know what you think. Okay? So until next time, you guys, like I said, stay tuned, stay focused, keep rising.